Hello there, I'm Bigalius. Let's talk about a screenshot. What an exciting way to start a video. How exciting. Today we're going to look at a screenshot. But today I will look at this awful, terrible screenshot that I saw. I was just randomly perusing social media and I saw this terrible screenshot of, and I'll throw it up, which I don't do much at the moment. Throwing up I don't do much of, but I also don't put screenshots on the screen much, but this is just ridiculous. I'm looking at it now. It's of an AI generated game, well, an AI generated image of what a game could be from Grok, the Twitter AI. And the screenshot is from the famous man with a small penis who allegedly is best friends with a paedophile, or was rather. They fell out, and that's allegedly. I put a large allegedly on that. Don't worry. Of Musk. This, but in real time, is the future of gaming and all media. And the idea is that, you know, they're going to be. His idea is that video games are going to be AI generated, and then you get to like make whatever game you want. And the AI system will like churn out this video game for you, which is just a ridiculous notion because, hey, that's cyberpunk. That's just, I mean, obviously it's hyperbole. It's not actually cyberpunk. But when I saw it, my immediate thought before reading anything was, is this some sort of patch to Cyberpunk? That weapon looks maybe slightly different for Cyberpunk, but yeah, have they really some sort of patch? And no, it's just Cyberpunk. So what you're telling me, what Musk is telling everyone, is that Grok has done this amazing thing where it's managed to, scan through media and give us an image of Cyberpunk that it found with a different gun overlaid on top of it. Effectively, that's what it's done, right? Oh, how incredible. And this whole idea, like I was thinking about how ridiculous, the entire notion of gaming, video games being created from the ground up by AI and like firing, game developers and staff and stuff like that. Like the whole notion of it, how ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's such a stupid idea. And the core reason is because it's exactly what you can see. It's AI, and this has always been the issue throughout the whole. What has it been? It's been a few years now talking about AI. Throughout the whole span of it, it's just the whole issue has been that it just goes on the internet, finds a bunch of stuff, and gives it back to you. Like it collects it and then just serves it back up on a plate. So when you ask it to make a video game screenshot, when you ask it to make make me a video game, but it's like a cyberpunk-esque aesthetic, and it's an FPS, show me that. You end up with cyberpunk. You just end up with cyberpunk because it went out on the internet, and that's what it found. And that is the issue with AI. AI can't actually generate things. We call it generative AI, but AI goes through, and because it can't invent things from thin air, right? It's cognition. It's human-like cognition, but without the key ingredient of being able to take something and reinterpret it and mold it and change it and make something new out of it. And you may think that it's doing that, but it's not. If you get like 3 bags of sweets, right? I don't know why I went with sweets. It's a maths test. And it's going at 70 miles an hour. You have 3 bags of sweets. Like the human mind can take those 3 bags of sweets and say, these are sweets, they're made of sugar, they're like cooked in this way, and then I'm going to go off and I'm going to like add ingredients, and I'm going to start from the ground up, and I'm going to take this idea of sweets and I'm going to make something different. Generative AI can take all of those sweets, pour them out, pick them all back up again and put them into a new bag, and that's what you get with generative AI. So you won't get new video game experiences, you'll just get the same experiences that you've had over and over again in an environment where, quite frankly, we're already complaining about stagnation. We're already complaining about everything feeling the same. There's too many battle royales, there's too many FPSs that feel like Call of Duty. We need something new, we need something to invigorate the formula, and you're just not going to get that with AI. And it certainly isn't going to be an exciting prospect to tell someone, hey, you can, just type something in, and suddenly you can be playing an experience that you were already playing to begin with. But it's something where you typed in a few, lines of code, some formula, and there you go. And that's not to mention the other inherent huge issues. I mean, don't forget, we have had game-making games. What was it called? Like Dreams or something, most recently. But we had like Little Big Planet and what have you. Obviously, Minecraft, to an extent, kind of is that way, but we have like Halo Infinite, where you can make your own game types and your own maps and stuff like that. And yeah, it took off for a while, but eventually you realize that you do want that curated for you, and that's not to mention the other things. Gaming is a very curated environment, and it kind of has to be. Like, you can tell people, oh, you can make your ideas all you want to, but eventually, we do want people to make those ideas for us as well. I can go out and shoot a movie if I want to, but I don't have like the technical know-how, and I have a degree in film, and I don't know what I want to an extent, and I don't know what that would look like, and what I want that to look like. So I need someone to go out there and like put those wheels in motion. And in terms of like curation, yeah, you can make a video game like that. There's going to be no online gaming. You still need to maintain servers. You still need that back and forth, and eventually, like I said, you're just going to end up making the same stuff that you've already played, or there's going to be no like shared community to it. Even when there's a single player game, we talk about like, oh, I got this far, I had this experience, I did this, and I think that's one of the big issues with like these game making games, is that it's a very singular experience, and you don't go out and share that. You can show people the creation you made, but eventually people are going to be like, well, I'm not going to experience this. No one else can play this game that I made, unless you can upload it to like a database, and guess who's going to have to maintain that database of games? And even then, again, you run into the same issue. You're just playing the same stuff that other people are playing. The well will run dry so quickly, and eventually we'll just want the old system back. This is not going to be an improvement. Hell no. By far and away it won't be. Even if it was capable, which of course it isn't. There's a reason why several years into AI, we're still just using it for stuff like, oh, this is a picture of me, but Studio Ghibli-fied. Oh, that's just because it got the data that we have online for like, this is what Studio Ghibli, images look like. This is what the curves look like, the art style, the pen work. This is what it looks like, and I'll just layer that on top of you. We've always had systems to do stuff like that anyway. It's just a glorified Snapchat filter at that point. And stuff like that. Like, oh, I've managed to put Christopher Lee, who's dead, into The Matrix. I don't know why I went with Christopher Lee in The Matrix. I managed to, I managed to put X dead celebrity into new movie. And the reason we've been able to do it is because that data already exists. We haven't been able to do anything exciting in these few years. And we haven't even got close to making even like a functioning video. Even the videos now, like, we talk about how far it's come and how amazing it is that now Will Smith actually does look as though he's eating spaghetti, but that's just Will Smith eating spaghetti. It's taken years to get this far with that type of thing, and this is just a few frames, obviously 24 per second, but actually I don't think it's that high, but it's just a few frames. We're talking about a video game, a film, a feature-length film is like a scratch on the surface of the size of a video game. We have thousands of people in these teams making these games because you have to be a coder. And when it comes to films, it's just shooting the movie, and we haven't even got that far yet. Even the scenes that we've made, look awful. And you could say, well, it's for the future, but I don't know, man. I just can't see it. I really can't see it with where we are now. Yeah, I just can't. Anyway, those are my thoughts on that. I think it's a ridiculous notion, and I certainly hope it doesn't hit. Oh, not to mention, by the way, we need the industry. What, are we just going to cut tens of hundreds of thousands of jobs of people involved in gaming? Yeah, okay, dude. Okay, yeah, we're just going to do that, and the world is just going to roll over and let that happen. Okay. I wouldn't worry about it. I know I just cut myself off of ending this video, but I actually wouldn't worry about it, because everything that Musk does just doesn't come to fruition. I mean, yeah, let's get involved in Neuralink as well. How about that? Yeah, because that really took off. He just says stuff, yeah, and reposts stuff, but yeah, none of this shit's gonna happen. I really can't see it. Anyway, now I will see you all later.
PlayStation's only $149, and you can also get leading titles.